You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports fans, let's talk about the Marxist NBA of China. The 2021-2022 NBA season is going to be starting up here pretty soon. I believe that the preseason is about to wrap up. I have not watched one single game. I have no plans whatsoever to watch the Marxist NBA of China this season yet again. But however, we need to talk about Kyrie Irving. Now, it's been well documented that Kyrie Irving does not want to get the jab. And in the NBA, there is not a jab mandate for any of the players. The NBA PA said no. NBA, you're not going to mandate vaccines on us, even though the NBA actually want to do it. But in the case of Kyrie Irving, he plays in the People's Republic of New York. And in New York City, there is a jab mandate. You must get the jab or you cannot function in society. And Kyrie Irving will not bend the knee. However, his team, the Brooklyn Nets, have bent the knee and they have banned Kyrie Irving from the team overall. There was speculation that he could actually play in road games, which technically he could. But the Brooklyn Nets said, no, you must get the jab. And now Adam Silver has come out, and Adam Silver is absolutely the worst commissioner in all of sports. This man is an absolute disaster. He has helped destroy the NBA. He's let the players run amok and do whatever they want to do, bend the knee to Marxism, and people have tuned out the Marxist NBA of China. And that is the reason why we call them the Marxist NBA of China. But Adam Silver now has addressed the Kyrie Irving situation. Says this: Adam Silver staying out of Kyrie Irving's COVID vaccine saga. This is not a league issue. Wow. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver made his feelings known about players receiving the COVID-19 vaccine on Monday in his annual preseason news conference, but he's staying out of Kyrie Irving's drama or saga with the Brooklyn Nets and New York City. This has nothing to do with him. Quote, this is between Irving and New York City right now, Silver said. This is not a league issue, but I think it would have been best for everyone if every player were vaccinated. Adam Silver, I hope Kyrie ultimately decides to get vaccinated, but I don't think that Kyrie Irving is going to do that. I think he's going to stick to his guns. And you got clowns out there like Stephen A. Smith talking about, oh, you're hurting the team, No, Kyrie Irving is doing what's best for him. Okay. This is a public health choice. And if Kyrie Irving wants to get the jab, that's his business. He shouldn't be forced to it. And these clowns in the woke sports media need to shut up. Irving is still the only player in the NBA who currently can't play with his team due to coronavirus vaccine mandate. However, he could play with his team on the road, but Brooklyn said no. And to me, folks, that's a clear violation of what the NFL or NBA PA said. There is no mandate. But now the Brooklyn Nets have just put a mandate on Kyrie Irving as they have banned him from the team completely. New York City requires that everyone be vaccinated in order to enter public spaces like the Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden. San Francisco and Los Angeles and the People's Republic of California have implemented similar mandates, although the LA one won't apply to Staples Center. Now, what's interesting about the Nets is New York City overall is that if you have unvaccinated players on opposing teams, they're allowed in. But since Kyrie Irving plays for the Brooklyn Nets, he can't come in anyway. Doesn't make any sense. I digress. As Irving is still unvaccinated, he would only be eligible to play for the Nets on the road, though the team has said that he can't participate at all until he either gets vaccinated or the mandate is lifted. And the only way this mandate is going to be lifted if people fight back. But I have serious doubts that in New York City, people are going to fight back enough. Got to remember, the people that implemented these mandates were elected by these same people that must follow the mandates. Irving broke his silence on the issue last week on an Instagram live session and said he's standing up for those who have lost their jobs. And we've seen multiple people in the sports world lose their jobs now. Allison Williams of ESPN, Nick, last name is slipping my mind right now, but I did a video on him. Washington State head football coach lost his job. There's other people as well. But Kyrie says he's standing up for those who have lost their jobs by refusing to get the free, I like how they put this, the free and safe vaccine, which has been administered millions of times around the globe already. Irving and avid conspiracy theorists has also reportedly been pushing anti-vaccine conspiracy theories within league circles. I don't know anything about that. You can just tell, that whoever wrote this on Yahoo Sports, they definitely have an agenda, and it's completely ridiculous. Though the league around 96% vaccinated already, Irving isn't the long holdout. There are others, including Washington Wizards star Bradley Beal, Mavericks guard Trey Burke, and more, who haven't received a COVID-19 vaccine yet. Those teams, however, aren't under a local mandate, something Silver said the league will respect. But check this out. Quote, I'm not sure if fair is the right way to approach it because there's nothing fair about this virus, Silver said via ESPN. It's indiscriminate in terms of who it impacts, and I think it's perfectly appropriate that New York and other cities have passed laws that require people who both work and visit arenas to be vaccinated. That seems to be a responsible public health decision made by those locales, and those are the circumstances in which the Nets find themselves operating. Wow, so you have the commissioner of the NBA. He loves these mandates. He doesn't care if you have a job or not. He loves these mandates. This guy's ridiculous. But he goes on, he says, I accept that. I think that we understand as a league, we have to play the cards that are dealt, just in the same way there are variations from market to market. I know there are players in some markets who would prefer that their local governments pass ordinances requiring that all the fans be vaccinated who are in the buildings with them. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, frankly, I hope that Kyrie sort of, despite how strongly he feels about the vaccination, ultimately decides to get vaccinated, because I love to see him play basketball this season, and I love to see the Brooklyn Nets have their full complement of players on the floor. Man, this guy is a fool. A fool. I cannot stand Adam Silver, the worst commissioner in the history of the NBA and the worst commissioner in all of sports. Says this is not a league issue right here. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Kyrie Irving, I don't think we're going to see him play at all this season, because I don't think these mandates are going to be lifted. I really don't. Because these people that have implemented these mandates, they have power. And how did they get power? They got power because the people gave them that power. And when you give these people that power, they're not going to relinquish that power. They're only going to want more power. This will not end, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans. Adam Silver. He loves this authoritarianism that is going on. He says the Kyrie Irving situation is not a league issue, even though the Brooklyn Nets are violating the league rules, because there's supposed to be no vaccine mandate, but the Nets have put one on Kyrie Irving. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.